What's going on YouTube? As you can see, I had a clean shave, I had to get a haircut. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about my personal statement. I'm gonna break down my personal statement, and thanks for giving me a shout out and wishing me a happy first day of school. It was hectic to find a few first class, but we got through it. But let's get into the video. Alright, so this is a personal statement, one of the ones that I drafted up. So this is pretty much how everything was set out to be. So I went in my correspondence manual, I looked at formal letters, and then I drafted up this letter. Look at where I have the date, the 2 in the front. So from, I have my whole title. I have ABH1, last name, first name, everything is the same how it's drafted out inside of the correspondence manual. And then I also have my social security number to the right of that. At the USN, it's a social security number that goes there. And then it says your subject, I have everything in all caps. I take great personal pride in serving my country in the United States Navy. In my 8 years of enlisted service, I have promoted through the ranks quickly and learned many valuable lessons along the way. Each lesson has afforded me the opportunity to learn and prepare me to become an outstanding sailor and effective leader. Personal traits such as professionalism, integrity, courage, respect, dedication, and commitment to excellence are traits I carry in my heart. I can adapt to any situation quickly and work efficiently under pressure. I believe the best way for me to continue my naval career would be join the commissioned officer ranks. Participating in the Seaman to Admiral 21 program offered me the opportunity to excel professionally and intellectually while allowing me to achieve my goals of becoming a surface warfare officer. So I did a couple things here. So I stated where I'm coming from, my background, how long I've been in, the lessons that I learned along the way, and the values that I picked up while serving. So in my mind, I wanted to break down to the reader like, okay, I matured in these 8 years, and not only have I learned some lessons that I have to offer to the Navy, this is what I learned. Then I told them what I want towards the end of this first paragraph, and I want to become a commissioned officer, and I want to become a surface warfare officer. I made sure that I clearly broke out what I want to do. What do I want from this program? That way, if somebody was reading this, within the first 2 minutes of them reading it, they already know what I want. So in this paragraph, I continue by saying, becoming commissioned surface warfare officer is to assume the duties and responsibilities of one of the most challenging, influential, and rewarding careers. You can say that about any officer route. They're all rewarding, they're all challenging. Some have more challenges than others. Look up and see if your program is going to even allow you to become an admiral. How many admirals do you have? Because at the end of the day, it's about going the distance, about being an admiral, taking command of your own. Having served on the USS George Washington and Bush, I have thoroughly enjoyed getting underway and being involved with damage control efforts to maintain the ship and weapons department to defend the ship. I believe in making things better for people who want to be better. I'll be the commissioned officer who will speak up when things are not right. I will be the officer with enlisted experience who can relate to junior sailors and provide meaningful mentorship. I will earn the trust of my division, department, and ship by not forgetting my humble beginnings. I will want nothing more but to continue my naval service, my service in the United States Navy on the bridge of our finest and newest ships and the rank of a commissioned officer. So I pretty much broke down what all I've done in the military, which my evals speak for. So as you can see, I don't have any numbers, I don't have any eval billets, because they're going to see all that. I didn't say I won so many awards, I didn't say I've done so many volunteer hours. I have my MOVSM inside of my package. All of my evals spoke to how, awesome rock star that I am, and so that way the people were able to get from me the short and sweet. So make sure your evidence matches up what you're talking about. So every time that you present something, make sure that you have the backup and the paperwork to pretty much support your claim. Last paragraph, I look forward to leading the division, the department, and ultimately I want to command a ship at sea. I have the leadership abilities, personality, and determination not only to earn a commission but also excel as a naval officer and be an asset to our country. My evaluations and awards reflect my versatility and willingness to accept all challenges, overcome these challenges, and my drive to excel. By accepting me into the STA-21 program, the Navy will receive a highly motivated, unquestionably reliable officer who will exceed any goal. So right here, all I wanted to do was to let the reader know that, hey, I want to command a ship at sea, because a lot of admirals commanded ships at sea. I felt like that was that was something important to point out. Like, okay, he's here for the long haul by hitting even senior officer wickets. A lot of people think like, okay, cool, I become an officer, that's it. But if you know where you want to go and how far you want to take it and be able to explain that to somebody else, it does help out a lot. I always wanted to point out that my evals, if really reflect my versatility and what I've done in the United States Navy, from taking the harder duties, being forward deployed, then going directly to a squadron, which was sea duty to sea duty. A lot of people don't want to go sea duty to sea duty. They either stay in Japan or they'll take an easier duty in the States, one of the two. And that was, according to my last video, I'm gonna put that up in the card above. And that's pretty much me talking about, does your selection of duty stations affect your rankings? And I think so, at least a little bit. So I make sure that I accept duties that are going to help me go further in my naval career. Hopefully that makes sense. So lastly, I closed it out by saying like, hey, this is who I am. I would exceed any goal, pretty much telling the board like, I'm going to pass school. I know that my schooling isn't like, oh my God, great. I don't have straight A's. I didn't score extremely high on my SAT or ACTs. I'm going to just outwork everybody. And that was something that I made sure that I told every board member. They saw that fire in my eyes. They saw the paperwork backing up of what I'm saying. Like, I took my SAT 6 times. I studied. I went ahead and paid for tutoring. I make sure that I get my education, because if you don't pass your university, you're not going to pass to become a commissioned officer. That's just how it goes. So they're making sure they find hardworking people who has awesome integrity and being honest as well. All right, make sure you sign right here and then print your name below where you signed, and also make sure you put your enclosure. Make sure you look at the correspondent manual to make sure that your spacing is correct. If not, go find an admin guru that knows this instruction and make sure your paperwork is correct as well. I highly suggest you know what you're talking about yourself. That way you'll be able to help somebody else. Happy Monday to everybody. Have a great week ahead of. I'll drop another video tomorrow, and y'all have a great one. Peace.